Hi, welcome to Being Your Higher Self. This is Debo again. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about this belief that many of us hold, especially when coming into our journeys, into our spiritual journeys. This false belief that things outside of ourselves have power over our lives, that we are in some way victims of our circumstances. Now, in my personal journey, this has been proven to be a false belief, something that is not really true. And here's why. Throughout many conversations, especially with my grandma, I came to realize that we always have a choice. We always are making choices. Whether it's a yes or a no, we are making choices. And even when we choose not to choose, that's a choice in itself. Therefore, every time an experience arises in our reality, this invites us. It's either a yes or a no, and we act according to our choice. But what many of us fail to see, especially at the beginning and when there's nobody really teaching you this, is how much power your choice actually has. Because you see, it doesn't matter if the experiences that are arising in your reality are inviting you. You still hold the key whether to go through that experience or choose some other way. But here's the truth. You are choosing. Therefore, you are playing your power. The power of your choice. So whenever you say yes to something, whether it's a good experience or a bad one, I don't think there's really any relevant difference there. At least not for the topic I want to address in this video. So when a situation, an experience, a step in your path is given to you, is shown to you, you can either say yes or no, and by following through, whichever you chose, you will be co-creating your reality. You are going to either invite something into your reality or you won't. Again, you can be inviting good stuff, but you can also be inviting not so nice ones. Like, for instance, the minute you choose not to set a healthy boundary with someone, and then you are allowing, even if it's in some subconscious level that you don't yet become aware of, you're still allowing this. I know this might be a hard pill to swallow for some of you, but I also realized this was true. Just a little background: I was 18, I was dating someone, and it was a very abusive relationship. And it wasn't until I went through it and decided to put an end to it that when I was looking back to this relationship and hoping to understand how come I gotten into it, then I realized this person presented in my reality with this scenario of becoming romantic partners. I don't know, I was a kid, boyfriend, girlfriend, that's the appropriate term. And it wasn't until I was through with the relationship and I started digging how come I've had such an experience, that I realized it wasn't only that this person showed up in my reality, I in some way had said yes to it. And this doesn't have to be wrong or good. There is no good or wrong here. They are all lessons. When they are aligned in love and our choices are aligned in love, we have a pleasant experience, something that we actually want to share with people and invite them to experience the same in their lives. But we also have experiences that we may have gone through choosing out of fear, And this is not wrong either. That was the best decision we could make at that moment with the tools we had. But we can learn from it. We can transform that experience into a lesson, so we don't go repeating the same mistake over and over again. So basically, this is what I wanted to introduce in this video, is basically letting you know that you do have a choice. Your choice has power. Your choice is sovereign. I don't think this is the first time I'm saying this. And we are not victims of our circumstances. We are rather co-creators, whether we know it or not. So perhaps the best thing we can do is actually becoming aware of how our choices impact our lives. And if we've been making a choice that didn't really brought the results that we were expecting, and we see this repeating over and over in different aspects of our lives, then we can simply just take a moment for ourselves, create some space for ourselves, go within and ask whether we are willing to try things in a different way. Now, I get it that this might be challenging, especially for those who are older in some way. There are people who are way more flexible and capable of adapting to something new, but there are people who, either because of repeating the same thing over and over again has got them very comfortable, even though it's painful, or whether it's not really in their nature. We still, I think at some point we owe it to ourselves to kind of take a step back, looking around the results we've gotten from the choices we've made, and realizing whether it's time to call for a new choice. And if this is the case for you watching this video, I will again encourage you to watch the one with the mirror exercise. It's a very useful tool. It's very simple, very effective, and it can be the best tool you've ever gotten in getting clear of, first of all, how powerful you are when you choose. Second of all, how we are always choosing. Again, even when we choose not to choose, we are making a choice. And third of all, how you can overcome the fears, the anxieties, everything that is getting in the way for you to actually create the changes you want to see in your life. This video might be your invitation to co-create with the divine, with life, in the direction that you really want to take your life to, that you really want to move forward from this point on. So if this is your case, I would highly recommend learning that exercise and watching this video, getting very clear. And just a heads up, if you are the first time encountering with this choice of looking back and realizing whether the way you've been doing things has been working out for you or not, don't be too hard on yourself, okay? Yeah, you needed those experiences to go as they did for you to get here. You are watching this video for a reason, and I am very glad that you did find it, and that it has helped you realize something that maybe you weren't aware of just yet. So again, just to be patient, just to be compassionate, just to choose to see that you were only ever doing the best you could with what you had, and that you can call in new resources, new tools, new ways of experiencing life, of exploring your options and choosing the ones that feel more appropriate to you at your own pace. Of course, no one is expecting you to just switch from one second to another. It's a process that we commit to. But I encourage you to do this, this little exercise. And I invite you to check the tools that I have for you here. You can find them also in my website that is always linked in the description of my videos. And exploring the options there, many of the tools are actually the tools that my teachers brought forth, which I highly recommend you checking them out, because they were created in such a perfect way to walk along you in your path and actually hold your hand while doing some of these changes that can be really challenging. So thank you for watching. I invite you as always to share, like, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.